In this video, I'm going to introduce you to ThreatMapper. ThreatMapper from Deepfence is a tool which hunts for threats in your production platforms and ranks these threats based on their risk of exploits. With ThreatMapper's threat graph visualization, you can identify the issue that present the greatest risk to the security of your application and prioritize these for planned protection or remediation. ThreatMapper carries on the good shift left security practices that you already employ in your development pipeline. It continues to monitor running applications against emerging software vulnerabilities and monitors the host and cloud configuration against industry expert benchmarks. Let me show you the sandbox of Deepfence ThreatMapper. You can see this is the sandbox, and I'll drop the link in video's description so that you can also play around. Now, in this one, you can see the topology of your application, you can see the threat graph, vulnerabilities, you can even run the scans and check for the malwares. For example, in this one, if you click on AWS, which is going to the internet, then it is showing us the region where AWS is, and then your EKS cluster. If you click here, then it is showing you what's running inside. There is one compute which is going out to the internet. If you click on this compute, then it will show you that what are the vulnerabilities, if any, and then availability metrics in terms of CPU and memory, plus the inbound traffic, outbound, how many pods are running, their status, their internal IPs, and then even the container information within those pods, plus which processes are the top one sorted by the CPU. And this is awesome, by the way, because not only it is telling you the threat mapping, it is also giving you the whole picture of your Kubernetes cluster or any other resource. And then there is a lot of other information around metadata, tags and private IPs, labels, and the list goes on, which you can configure more. And then you can keep diving deep in it. For instance, if I go to this cards DB1, it shows you what exactly this is, not only the Kubernetes labels, but also the inbound and outbound, the whole namespace information and stuff. Now, similarly, you can do with lot of other stuff. You can go to the KX view, host view, which I'm back here. You can again go back to the cloud view, and I'm here. So if you go to threat graph on the left hand side, this is the threat graph which I just mentioned, where you can identify the issues that present the greatest risk to the security of your application. And then you can see these numbers. So if I click here, it will show you some of the stuff. So if you keep coming down, that will take you to these instances, and you can keep drilling down. Now, if you click on the vulnerabilities, it is telling you the whole summary of it, and then it will also show you the result of your scans and also the runtime bomb. Now, there are a lot of other things you can do with it. You can change your matrix from here. You can also refresh it 30 seconds, or you can set it by yourself. So here is your secrets. If it found any top running container, host, and then you can keep drilling down. This is for the malware, how many scans it has done, what it has found, and then it just shows you graphically here on this one. And then there is also a posture section, which I haven't played around with, but if it is related to the cloud security posture, then it tells you how many AWS account are they compliant or not with the benchmarks, and then how many scan it has run and how many cloud resources it found. You can also start the scan from here, or you can see the view scan results. So if I click on view scan results, I haven't found, they don't have anything here, and these are the benchmarks: CIS, GDPR, HIPAA, PCI, and the list goes on. And then these are the registries which it has scanned from AWS. The registry mean the container registry, such as we have on AWS ECR, and then Google GCR, and list goes on. And then you have your integrations here. So if you have integrated, you can send the notifications to Slack, PagerDuty, or through your email or any HTTP endpoint, or even to the Teams. And then there are a lot of others too. You can check, send it to any of the SIEM one, such as Splunk or Sumo Logic, and then you can send it to your Jira. You can even archive it to S3 bucket in AWS, and then you can generate some of the reports in PDFs or Excel format. So this is what this Deepfence threat mapper is. I hope you like it, and I will drop the link in video's description so that if you want to play around or if you want to dig more deeper, you can do so. If you have any questions or if you're already using it, please share your feedback. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you.